Good evening, everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I am a filmmaker and a film critic, and we are reviewing The Wire, Season 4.
When you walk through the garden, watch your
By the way, that song is sung by a bunch of school kids in Baltimore. It sounds so soulful, doesn't it? Now, the world of The Wire has been turned upside down, if you will. Avon Barksdale is gone. Marlowe has risen in his place. Omar is chilling someplace else. Daniels is running a new unit, and Stringer Bell is gone as well. The main character of this show, Jimmy Mcnulty, is a beat cop now. Now, let's talk about some weaknesses. Jimmy Mcnulty is not interesting when he's happy. He's interesting when he's being whiny and angry and drunk. But it's an admirable change, to be honest. It's because he has no equal in this season. Stringer Bell was his equal in the last 3 seasons, and now Stringer is gone. The other weakness is the character who has taken Stringer's place, Marlowe. He's taken Stringer and Avon's place. Is it just me, or does this guy do absolutely nothing throughout the whole season except sit and be there? He's just there. He doesn't do anything in the season. His subordinates, Chris and Snoop, do much more than him. I get it as trying to show him off as a king of sorts. His way of ruling is different than Avon and Stringer's, but he's just a really boring and bland character, in my opinion. He comes up into relevancy at the halfway point of the season, and he's just kind of glaring into the abyss with his soulless eyes. What is he, flashing back to his time in Vietnam? We get it, he's cold, but because of how cold he is, it really weakens the story of him. Another weak link in this season is the story of Bubbles. Now, honestly, after season 1, Bubbles really didn't need to be in The Wire, but the writers write a really cheap story surrounding Bubbles and revenge. But there are more than enough very strong moments that make me look past all the weakness of The Wire. Just like in every other season. In season 2, I looked past all the weak parts, and season 3 had no weak parts in my opinion. But this season blends the political climate of The Wire, and it adds the school system into the mix. And that same aspect broke my heart more than one time in this show. It's just so sad, man, that people are born into this system, into this broken system, and they have no choice but to fail. They have no choice but to grow into a life of crime and all that stuff. And finally, Tommy Carcetti finds a soul. He's actually a full-fledged character and fun to watch this time because he's in power. He wasn't as much fun to watch earlier because he wasn't in power, as he dictated nothing. But now that he is in power, he's the mayor of Baltimore, he's kind of fun to watch. But the main star of this show is Pryzbylewski. He starts a tenure as a school teacher, and his journey as a character is rather uplifting. Watching him get joy and becoming a part of the community is a lot of fun. Fun! In a show so depressing, there's a lot of fun in this storyline. The main character alongside Pryzbylewski in the school storyline is Naymond, who faces parental issues. Watching him bond and actually fight the system was heartwarming and inspirational. As the prevailing theme of The Wire says, fighting the system is absolutely useless. Joining Pryzbylewski is the same captain who created Hamsterdam. He also is in the school, and he takes over a special section of students, if you will. I won't talk about that storyline as much as it contains some of the most powerful scenes in the season. One of them involves a steakhouse. Yeah, never thought you'll see a steakhouse in The Wire. And continuing with the theme of fighting the system being absolutely useless, on the cop side, we have Bunk and Lester, who make a wonderful pair, by the way. They are investigating all these missing bodies that Chris and Snoop have hidden. By the way, the people playing Chris and Snoop, fantastic. That's one testament of The Wire, man. All these performances, they're real. They're not performances. There's a very interesting story that Bubbles was once seen by Mark Wahlberg, and Mark Wahlberg told him, listen, now we got you off the streets. Don't fuck this up. And Bubbles told him, yo, listen, dude, I do acting. I'm an actor. That's just a testament as to how good the acting on The Wire is. And again, Chris and Snoop, no different. But yeah, Bunk and Lester are searching for those bodies, and it's a riveting search. And again, the prevailing theme of The Wire. What is it? Fighting the system is absolutely useless. They are told to stop searching for those dead bodies. It's that same theme in The Wire that all of us can connect to. Do your job. Actually, as a matter of fact, overdo your job, but until we tell you, hey, you can't do that. Stop overdoing your job. That is what all The Wire's about to me, honestly. I loved this season of The Wire, and it's like the other seasons of The Wire. It starts really friggin' slow, but the more you're introduced into newer characters and the more you live with them, you find out, oh my god, these characters are really well defined. And because you're spending time with them and interacting with other characters, you get to feel for them. This season especially a lot because of the school system, and the ending when Namond is just staring into the abyss at the final shot is really heartbreaking to me. Fantastic season, possibly the best season of the show. 5 out of 5 for The Wire Season 4. Thank you so much for watching, people. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that free subscribe button and thumbs up button. And tell your friends to start watching my reviews if you enjoy them, of course. Thank you once again, people. I will be seeing you soon, but until next time, remember to love yourselves.